Welcome, everyone. Today, we explore a profound theme that has echoed through the ages in the corridors of spirituality and philosophy. The ultimate self is actually inside you, but can you see it? This exploration is not just an intellectual exercise. It's an invitation to a deeper understanding of who we truly are beneath the layers of conditioned thought and societal expectations. Let's dive into the first lesson of our exploration. We begin with the foundational concept that the ultimate self, often referred to as the higher self, the true self, or the soul, lies within each of us. This is not a physical entity, but a state of pure being, an essence that is untouched by the external world. It's important to understand that this self is not something that can be created or destroyed. It has always been there, quiet, patient, waiting beneath the continuous stream of thoughts, emotions, and sensory experiences. Now, you might wonder, if the ultimate self is always present, why is it that we don't always perceive it? The primary reason is the noise. Our daily lives, the constant influx of stimuli, the relentless chatter of our minds, all contribute to a veil that obscures our true self. It's like the sun being there behind the clouds. The clouds don't negate the presence of the sun, they merely hide it from view. To perceive this ultimate self, we must learn to quiet the mind. This is where meditation comes into play. Meditation is not about turning off your thoughts or emotions. It's about observing them without attachment. When you sit in meditation, watch your thoughts come and go like clouds passing through the sky. What remains when the clouds disperse? What is that space of calm and clarity that lies beneath? This practice gradually peels away the layers of mental noise, allowing glimpses of your true self to shine forth. Consider the moments in your life when you felt a profound sense of peace or connectedness. Perhaps it was while watching a sunset, walking through a forest, or after a session of deep meditation. In those moments, the usual boundaries that separate you from the world might have seemed to dissolve, replaced by a sense of oneness with all that is. This experience is a hallmark of touching the ultimate self. It's a state where the egoic mind's incessant labeling and judging pause, and pure awareness remains. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. But meditation is just the beginning. To truly integrate the awareness of the ultimate self into your life, you must start to question the reality of the identity you believe yourself to be. Who are you beyond your name, your job, your relationships, and your personal history? These are roles you play, but they are not your essence. This leads us to our first practical advice: practice self-inquiry. This is a method used in various spiritual traditions to directly penetrate into the nature of who we are. You can start by simply asking yourself, "Who am I?" without rushing to an answer. Allow this question to penetrate deeper, beyond the superficial layers. What remains when all labels are stripped away? As we conclude this first part, I invite you to reflect on this question not just intellectually, but as a living inquiry. Observe what feelings and thoughts arise when you ponder this. Do you feel resistance, confusion, peace? These reactions are clues from your psyche, indicators of the depth at which you are engaging with this question. Embracing freedom, the art of detachment and the revelation of the ultimate self. In this next segment of our exploration, we delve into the concept of detachment and its crucial role in revealing the ultimate self within us. Detachment, often misunderstood, is not about indifference or disengagement from the world. Rather, it's about cultivating a space where we are not compulsively attached to our desires, aversions, or even our self-identities. This space allows us to experience life more fully and to see more clearly who we really are beyond our conditioned responses. Let's consider for a moment the nature of attachment. Attachment binds our sense of happiness and identity to objects, people, and concepts, which are inherently transient. This binding is not just a surface-level phenomenon, it is deeply ingrained in our psyche. Every time we believe that our happiness depends on something external, we reinforce the cycle of attachment and, consequently, the obscuration of our ultimate self. Detachment frees us from this cycle. It allows us to engage with life more authentically because our actions are no longer dictated by a clinging need for specific outcomes. This freedom is profound. Imagine acting out of pure expression of your true self rather than from fear, desire, or social expectation. Here, every action becomes an expression of truth, not a means to an end. How do we cultivate such detachment? It begins with mindfulness. By practicing mindfulness, you become aware of your attachments and the emotions they trigger. This awareness doesn't mean you forcibly strip away these attachments. Rather, you observe them with compassion and understanding. Over time, this practice loosens their grip, allowing you to act from a place of inner freedom rather than compulsion. Another powerful practice is to contemplate impermanence. Everything in our physical and emotional world is in constant flux. By reflecting on this, not just as a philosophical concept but as a reality of life, you begin to loosen your grip on needing things to be a certain way. Ask yourself, how might your life change if you deeply understood and embraced the impermanence of all things? Now, consider the impact of such detachment on your perception of the ultimate self. When you are not overly attached to your thoughts about who you are, your roles, your successes, and your failures, what part of you remains constant? This unchanging aspect is closer to your true nature, your ultimate self. It's like clearing the muddy waters of a pond by letting the sediment settle. Clarity emerges naturally. In practical terms, start small. Begin by observing one area of your life where attachment is strong. It might be your job, a relationship, or even your self-image. Watch how this attachment influences your behavior and feelings. Do you find yourself compromising your true desires to maintain a certain image or to avoid conflict? What fears arise when you think about letting go of this attachment? By engaging in these practices, you gradually develop the ability to witness your life with greater clarity and calmness. This witnessing is not passive. It's an active, engaged presence that participates in life fully, but without unnecessary attachment. This is where true freedom lies, and it is in this freedom that the ultimate self becomes apparent. As we wrap up this second part, reflect on the role of detachment in your life. How might a deeper practice of detachment reveal more of your ultimate self? How might it change the way you relate to others and to the challenges of life? Conscious creation. Aligning with the ultimate self to manifest reality. To engage with this concept, we must first grasp that our everyday consciousness, comprising our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, is continuously shaping the world around us. It's like painting on the canvas of life with the colors of our thoughts and the brushstrokes of our beliefs. However, these are often colored by the ego, by societal conditioning, and by unconscious patterns. To paint with purer hues, the hues of our ultimate self, we must align our deeper consciousness with our daily thoughts and actions. Consider how often our intentions are diluted by doubts, fears, and contradictory beliefs. For instance, you might desire to live a life filled with love and connection, yet carry an unconscious belief that you are unworthy of happiness. These conflicting signals create dissonance in your manifesting energy. The key here is coherence, aligning your conscious intentions with your deeper beliefs and state of being. Alignment begins with awareness. Become conscious of what you truly believe and feel, not just what you wish to believe. This requires honesty and vulnerability with yourself. It might mean acknowledging fears and wounds that have been buried deep within. As you bring these to light, you can begin to heal and transform them, thereby aligning your inner state with your desired outcomes. Practical meditation techniques can facilitate this alignment. For example, a visualization meditation where you picture your life as you wish it to be can be very powerful. However, the effectiveness of such a practice is greatly enhanced when you also feel the emotions associated with that vision. Feeling the joy, peace, or love that your envisioned future holds makes it a lived reality in your consciousness, thereby attracting those experiences into your physical life. Now, let's consider how the ultimate self fits into this framework of manifesting. Your ultimate self is a reservoir of infinite potential, unfettered by the limiting beliefs and fears of the egoic mind. When you act from this level of consciousness, your choices and actions are more potent because they are in harmony with the expansive nature of the universe. You are not just creating small, ego-driven desires, but are co-creating with the vast dynamic energy of life itself. To harness this power, start each day by affirming your connection with your ultimate self. You might say, "I align with my true self, and I trust in the flow and greater wisdom of life." Such affirmations, when felt deeply, can shift your vibrational state and bring you into alignment with the qualities of your ultimate self: peace, clarity, love, and joy. Moreover, the practice of gratitude can significantly enhance this alignment. Gratitude elevates your vibration, bringing you closer to the vibrational frequency of your ultimate self. By appreciating what you have, you resonate more with abundance and joy, which in turn attracts more of these qualities into your life. As we conclude this third part, I invite you to reflect on how the concept of conscious creation might change the way you view your life and your capabilities. How might your life transform if you consistently aligned with your ultimate self and consciously shaped your reality from this place of power? Living from the ultimate self. Embracing the eternal within. Living from the ultimate self is not merely an occasional alignment or a temporary state achieved during meditation. It is a profound shift in identity and perception. It involves consistently recognizing and operating from the part of you that is connected to everything, the part that is eternal, unchanging, and inherently peaceful. This way of being transforms not only how you view yourself, but also how you interact with the world around you. The journey to this continuous embodiment is both simple and challenging. It is simple because it is about returning to something inherently natural to us, our true essence. Yet it is challenging because it requires us to unlearn many of the conditioned patterns and beliefs that have veiled our true selves. Firstly, to live from the ultimate self, foster a constant dialogue with your inner being. This dialogue is not about words, but about maintaining a silent yet profound connection with your core. Regularly set aside time for practices that deepen this connection, whether through meditation, contemplative walks in nature, or journaling. These practices should not be seen as tasks, but as opportunities to return to your essence. Mindfulness in daily activities is another crucial practice. By being fully present in the moment, whether you are eating, speaking, or working, you anchor yourself in the now. The ultimate self exists beyond time, and by anchoring in the present, you align more closely with this timeless nature. Each moment then becomes an expression of your higher self, filled with awareness and choice rather than habitual reaction. Embodying the ultimate self also means embracing impermanence and change while maintaining an unshakable inner peace. This peace does not mean that challenges or emotions don't affect you. Rather, it means that your core remains stable and serene amidst the fluctuations of life. Imagine being like the deep ocean. Its surface might roar with waves, but its depths remain calm and undisturbed. Another aspect of living from the ultimate self is seeing the interconnectedness of all things. From this perspective, compassion and empathy flow naturally because you recognize others as reflections of yourself. Your actions begin to naturally align with values of kindness and service, not as obligations but as expressions of your true nature. Finally, embrace humility as a strength. The journey towards the ultimate self is infinite. There is always deeper understanding and greater integration to be achieved. Humility allows you to remain open, teachable, and ever expansive in your quest. It keeps you rooted in the truth that while you may access profound wisdom and peace, you are always a student of life. As we conclude this series, remember that the path to living from the ultimate self is unique for each individual, filled with its own trials and triumphs. It is a path of unfolding, an art of continuously letting go of the lesser for the sake of the greater. This journey transforms not just the individual but also ripples out to transform the world. Carry forward this understanding and let your life be a testament to the ultimate self. Allow each day to be an opportunity to embody more of this profound truth. In doing so, you become a beacon of light and peace, a living bridge between the mundane and the divine. Thank you for joining me on this profound journey. May you continue to explore, understand, and embody your ultimate self in every facet of your life.